What's happening, guys? Cowboy here. Let's jump into the ballroom and continue.
Well, well, what have we here?
And I think it's who I think it is.
Leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith, delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I don't know. Do we?
You are being coy.
I'm being careful.
Not unwise, here of all places. Allow me to speak first, then. Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly, I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough, for the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Man, Morrigan is such an awesome character. But so, interestingly enough, I killed off the recording when the first bell struck. And then, about a second later, I was like waiting on it to render. And a second bell went off, and she's like, fashionably late. And I got 10 points of court approval. I was like, oh, well, that works. And now we have the servant quarters.
This could be worth checking out.
And I feel like we're going to get into combat in a little bit here. To heal on up. Yep, definitely combat time. Let's go, whatever, we'll use a potion.
Caught in the middle
Yeah.
of this.
Oh, true, yeah. I was like, well, I don't need to know to equip armor, and then I was like, oh wait, yes, I have nothing on. That would probably be good. You get Sky Piercer. You get Dragon's Breath. You get Slaughterfest. Crap. 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 And one more crap. Ew. Oh, that's not for you. That's for you. And that's for you. Which one are you using? I think you were using that. No, you were using that one. Along with that, Sarah was using those two. I was using, no. Well, I'm using this. Sarah was using the one that I have on right now. Yes, there we go. Accessories, all equipped. I found a, what did I find? I found something that was good earlier. Belt of range defense. New guard belt. What belt? You have on the fire belt, I think? Yes, fire resistance. Belt of focus. Belt of fire resistance. Yeah, we'll give you...
What fully qualified arsehole stops to kill a cook?
They always kill the servants first, my dear. Otherwise they could run and warn someone.
Oh, sure, reasonable, innit? This was no servant. What was he doing here?
This man was a council of Herald's emissary. Curious to find him here.
Is that Gaspard's family crest on the hilt of that dagger? Time to have a word with the Duke.
Whoa!
Venatori agents! The Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
Should be somewhere to climb up to where he went. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do real fast. Been meaning to do this for a while, but there's been a... Let me see. Defend. Have Sarah defend Sarah. Have Vivian defend Vivian. And have Bull defend Bull. So I'm going to test this out, but from what I was hearing, apparently if you make them, you put them on that AI to defend themselves like I just did, overall the AI becomes a lot more intelligent. Like, they'll, you know, because otherwise they're set to just follow you by default, and that isn't ideal because, you know, they're going to follow you even if it means walking through fire. Or if it's on defend themselves, they will avoid shit a lot better. And I actually plan on doing a video soon going more into tactics and how to spruce up the intelligence of your crew. Bull, where are you going? I'm just getting ready for death blow in a second here. And probably right about now. Yep. Nice. I might be able to actually do that from stealth. I can probably do a death blow around, God, that's bright. Probably do one around like the 65% threshold, because I'm getting pretty massive crits on a lot of these guys. Oh, got turned around. It always happens in the heat of the moment. God, that damage is fucking so high. I don't know how it took me so long to realize how incredibly powerful Deathblow is, but it definitely is an amazing ability. I'm losing court approval as I search for this asshole, too. Ha. Actually, this is kind of funny. It's a little bit off topic, but I had somebody, you know, while I was waiting for videos to render, I had somebody make a comment. They're like, "Oh, you're always saying mages are weak. I'll see you on multiplayer, and my mage is the same level as your rogue, and I'll show you what mages can do to rogues." And I'm just like, what? Because, like, alright, first off, this game, the multiplayer in this game isn't PvP in the slightest. Secondly, let's assume, you know, let's assume that, yeah, there was PvP. The concept that a mage would stand a remote chance against a rogue whatsoever is laughable. Now, given Knight Enchanter is incredibly powerful and can do a shit ton of damage and barrier generation, fact of the matter is, rogues can effectively do damage and disappear, and do damage and disappear, and just continually do that until, you know, they want. If a rogue doesn't want to fight, a rogue never has to make themselves apparent. We can effectively stay in the shadows the entirety of the time. We have the capacity to do burst DPS that's strong enough to almost instantly kill a number of enemies. Like, look at this guy. The marksman. Mage would get knocked down. And then we would be back in stealth before it ever knew what happened. I'm just like, I don't know. And there's the Harlequin. Like, the Harlequin just got fucking molested by stealth hidden blades. And I'm like, where is this argument that a mage would somehow win this contest?
Fancy meeting you here. Inquisitor Llewellyn. Slumming in the servants' quarters with the rest of your people, for once. We haven't been properly introduced, have we? I'm Ambassador Briala.
Impressive shot, Ambassador.
Welcome to the Imperial Court, friend. This is our diplomacy at work. You clean this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
You know how to make a sales pitch, Ambassador. I'll give you that.
I do, don't I? I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
This is great. Even the elves are trying to bribe you.
It's the game, my dear. Everyone plays it here.
Oh, Gaspard would provide an army. The elves would provide spies. And one important thing, just kind of a quote I've always been a fan of, is Armies don't win wars. A single man with a knife wins wars. Suggesting that, you know, like, yeah, you know, armies are at the front lines and armies are fighting and armies are what's doing the majority of the legwork, but winning multiple battles, while it helps, isn't what ultimately is going to win the war. The assassination of an enemy leader, however, that's a different story. He's dead. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think either of them, though, are responsible for what's going on here.
We'll hold the area.
I would say there's a third party involved somewhere.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
I hope this doesn't dump me out into the ballroom. I gotta change. I wonder if it would auto-change you, or if just entering the ballroom in my blood-soaked combat gear will basically trigger, like, an instant loss of court approval by, like, 40. Hell, maybe the nobles will like it. They'll be like, ooh, exciting. Explore the trophy room. Oh, never mind. I'm auto-changed. Excellent.
There must be something here. Interesting.
Let's do more eavesdropping. Why not?
Did you see that knife-edged servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I am starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Jesus Christ.
Inquisitor Lavalin. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
I'm already taken, Your Grace.
Your lover has nothing to fear. This is business, not pleasure. Have the Dalish gained a sudden passion for politics? What do you know about our civil war?
What do you think I ought to know?
My brother and my dear cousin have been at each other's throats for too long.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
I only trust the Inquisition. It's every woman for herself here in the Imperial Court. Or so I've heard.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
And my pro dancing and conversation skills just shot my court approval way on up. Yeah, 76.
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
I'd happily do more dancing, just not with Corypheus.
I promise not to invite him to your next ball.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Morrigan helped me get into the servants' quarters, where I found a group of Venatori, and Gaspard's dagger.
The man would truly do anything to become emperor.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
You have an idea, Leliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
I can't decide this. Not yet.
You must. Even inaction is a decision, Inquisitor.
You could speak to Celine in the ballroom, but she won't act. Not without proof.
If Gaspard is guilty, he'll admit nothing. If he's innocent, he knows nothing. We need the truth.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access, and in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Man, nothing's gonna kill me. Like a frickin' ninja. Greet the Empress's ladies-in-waiting. Speak with Ambassador. Yeah, there is a lot going on. Let's see. Vivian, Liana, Colin, Josephine. Sarah's over there. Alright, that's that stuff. Iron Bull's over there. Lower level is showing nothing, with the exception of a hidden stash. I was hoping to speak with, yeah, this greet the Empress's ladies in waiting. I wonder if I can just toggle that on as a quest. Or if that's just, like, part of, yeah. Nope, damn it. Not sure where that's at on the map. I definitely want to find them. I'm guessing I just
Where is everybody?
head on that way. Continue on with the quest. Either way, guys, we are at 25 minutes already, so we are going to cut things off here. Obviously, up next, we're going to go hunt down some blackmail, and this is getting interesting. Lots of, I don't know. I don't have any decisions yet, but I don't think it's Gaspard. Simply because I feel like it would be, it's way too set up for it to be Gaspard. Like, a dude murdered, and the dagger just happens to have the crest. Like, come on, man. I've seen Game of Thrones. I know how this shit works. It obviously is not Gaspard. He wouldn't leave himself open like that. Either way, though, we are going to figure this all out, and we will make a decision. So make sure to stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time.